creeped up really quietly and realized my fate. This was the man coming to get me. Hey, it's Rachel, and I know it's been a few weeks since I made a video, but I wanted to share a story time with you guys because a week or two ago was my 3-year anniversary of moving to Korea, and I have a kind of scarring story from that time that I've finally gotten over. It was like really embarrassing and scary to me at first, but now I can totally laugh at it, and yeah, it's ridiculous. So to get started, as you know, this takes place, it's construction. I'm gonna let you finish. Okay, so this takes place 3 years ago in my old apartment building in Wangchimni, and if you live in Korea and live in a big apartment office tall building, you know all the buildings on the first floor or basement floor have an area to sort the trash. And if you don't know, in Korea you have to sort your trash very carefully. Paper here, cans here, plastic here, glass here, so and so, food trash here, other trash here. It's very serious, as you'll find out. Each building usually has a person that is like a maintenance person and to watch over the sorting of the trash, watch the CCTV, so and so. So this man in my apartment building was about 5 foot tall, ajashi, not a scary looking guy, but he packed a little punch. As I moved into my apartment, I was just taking mixed matched furniture that was already there from previous teachers. So there was a really ugly kind of sofa pillow thing that took up a lot of space that I wanted out. So I was thinking, how should I throw this away? It's going to be the big issue. So I noticed that some people on my floor, I lived on the 10th floor, some people put like an old chair or an old mattress next to the elevator, and then it would just disappear. So I was like, okay, maybe this is where we throw away. I was dumb. Maybe this is where we throw away like old furniture, because there definitely wasn't a spot downstairs that had anything like that. I was checking, I was scoping it out. So what I did one day, I just took the sofa and I put it next to the elevator, and I thought problem solved, you know? But I go back to my apartment. A few minutes later, I hear this bang, bang, bang on the door. Seriously, when I say bang, bang, this was a big metal door, and it was so loud, this banging, and I was like shook. Who could be at my door banging like that and shouting? So yeah, he was shouting really loud in Korean. I couldn't understand it at the time. But his job is to watch the CCTV all day, everywhere. I'm sure he was watching the CCTV and was like, there's a sofa here, I need to find out who put it here. So he watched the CCTV and saw me coming out of my room and then walking, putting it there. So he came for me. He came for me, and he came for me hard. So bang bang at my door, and you know what I did? Stayed in bed, turn off the light, turn off the sound, because I'm a baby. And I was scared at the time because I had just moved to Korea, and I was like, what is this? You know, what is this? Is this normal? I'm very non-confrontational as to this day. So I wasn't about to open the door and get scolded when I didn't even understand what was going on. And then even if I did open the door, I wouldn't understand what he was telling me, where to put the trash or whatever he was saying. Actually, I got up, I creeped over to the door, and my door had this keyhole, you know, the tiny keyhole in the door. So I looked through this keyhole quietly, and yeah, it was him. It was this little ajashi. So I was like, okay, what should I do? I'll just go sit in bed and pretend not to be home, even though he knew I was home, until he goes away. And that's what I did. He went away after a few minutes of yelling and banging. But you know what? He came back, y'all. He came back. He came back full force. About 15 minutes later, banging on the door again, shouting again, just as hard as the first time. A few minutes pass. I do the same thing. I be the dramatic baby under my blanket and turn off the light, turn off my TV I was watching. Same thing happens, pattern repeats for about an hour. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm really literally sharing this embarrassing story just so that if you're moving to Korea, you can know how severe trash sorting goes, or it just makes you laugh for people that live here and have had similar experiences. But okay, so Anyways, I'm not exaggerating. For about an hour, he came back every 15 minutes, like on the dot, banging at the door, yelling. And so I was like, I need to do something. He's obviously not letting it go. He's obviously gonna keep coming for me. So I texted one of my coworkers that lives in my building and I was like, girl, what should I do? He's coming for me because I tried to throw away this ugly sofa. But she said, you know what, I'm leaving Korea in a few weeks. Her contract was ending, so she was leaving. She was like, just bring it up to my apartment and just leave it there and problem solved. But I had to think, how do I get from the 10th floor to the 15th floor without him seeing me? Because I know he's walking around and trying to find me. So I put on this like big black hoodie. I put a beanie over my hair, like my hair all inside, and sunglasses. I know I'm dramatic. This is 2013 Rachel. This is not 2016 Rachel. I go and I grab the sofa in front of the elevator, press the elevator button, and one of my other coworkers is inside the elevator at the time, and I'm like, hey. And he's like, Rachel? Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, it's me. I'll explain later. So it sounds so dramatic, but it was at the time to my little life. So I go up to her apartment, throw the sofa in there. I feel a little sigh of relief, but also I'm like, how am I gonna live here for a year with this kind of fear of sorting my trash wrong? I go back down to my floor and I go to my other coworker's apartment and explain what happened. Apparently this has happened to him before and he's been chased by this same man before, so I don't feel as bad, okay? It's not personal. He's just very serious about his job. So then I go back home and rethink my life and rethink how I'm gonna live in this country. But don't let this scare you, because I've lived in 2 other apartment buildings since then and it has not been as bad. And I never had any issues after that, but at the time it was really embarrassing. I know I'm being dramatic, but I was scared because I had just moved here, and if someone's coming to bang on your door in a language that you don't know and you don't know how to solve the problem, it's kind of daunting. Like, okay, what can I do? I don't know what to do. I'd just rather sit in my bed and pretend that this problem doesn't exist, which is what I did. But long story short, lesson learned, please be careful when you're sorting your trash. And if you just moved to Korea, what you need to do, just watch other people in your building, see how they do, and just follow them. And if you have a problem, maybe you can get a Korean friend to help you. I wouldn't recommend doing what I did because you saw how that worked out. I hope you enjoyed my first story time video. I have so many other stories from that time when I first moved here and up until now. So if you like this, please comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys soon. And thank you for watching. Bye. It's a sleepy boy. Mickey, you have to say hi to YouTube.